right, back here on the Cup Pro Wrestling Podcast with our friend Deonna Purrazzo, New Jersey's finest. Last time we spoke, we talked about the Jefferson Diner, and how that's your place. So listen, the state of Impact Wrestling's women division, I'm telling you, you certainly know how to make your stamp and make it known when you want something. And I can't find a busier female in that division than you, with all over the place. First off, the last time we spoke we was before the multi-universe event. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. I had been surprised by my opponent, Pavi Apache. And that was great because we didn't get to do a rematch in Mexico for the Reina de Reinas championship. So for her to show up at Impact, I think it kind of took everybody by surprise. That was probably the one person who was guessed the least who it might be, and to put on an incredible show. It was really, really such a great night.
That's awesome. And look, you when you and I last spoke, we talked about the state of the Impact Knockouts division. You've really become a staple, and to the point where I can only imagine that people probably come to advice about having success in this industry, being a female in this industry. Can you talk about some of the advice that you give to some of the younger talent, both male and female, in that locker room?
Yeah, I actually go back and train when I can with Damien in Jersey with Team Adam. And the biggest thing that I tell, the girls and guys who train with him is that, like, you have to fake it till you make it. And we're all just kind of trucking along, just trying to figure out what works best for us and what doesn't, and who we're going to be. But I think at the beginning stages of your career, you have to, one, surround yourself with people who are more successful than you, who you aspire to be like, and then pretend you're like them until hopefully one day you get to be like them.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Take it to it is my biggest thing. But then also too, I think that social media presents such a huge opportunity for us, and how the possibilities just continue to grow with how you can use social media to build your brand and build your business. So I think women more so than men, in my opinion, can use that way more to their advantage in terms of, I don't just post wrestling content. You see me now post bikini content and fashion content and things like that. You get to see my dogs. People want to see my personal life, where that, I don't know that reigns true for men as much. So I try to tell the women to use social media and use it as a business tool to present the business you would like to accomplish.
Yeah, because not for nothing, I can't get away with putting bathing suit pictures of myself online. People will look at me and I think they'll block me, and they'll delete me and report me, and I'll never have social media ever again. So,
to be fair, Steve posted who did it better, and he did the same exact pose I did on the beach in a blue bikini, and that was like his most liked thing ever. So it could work for some people. Who knows?
My wife, yeah, she looks at me and when she says to me, we have a gym downstairs, that's the hint that I should be very careful what kind of pictures of myself I should be taking. So and not only that, but like you've had, we talk about all the crossover with Impact Wrestling, and for you with Ring of Honor, and obviously you're gonna be on AEW next week. You're breaking down some doors. How does that sort of feel for you right now that you're a contracted Impact talent and you're working with Ring of Honor and AEW now? So how does that feel for you?
Yeah, it's incredible. Everything that the last 2 years has been for me has just been beyond my wildest dreams. Impact really took a chance on me and said, "Here's the ball. Do what you want with it," and has not look back on me whatsoever, and just continues to allow me to push boundaries and put me in positions to make history and be the face of not just their women's division, but their entire company. So it feels incredible to be able to represent Impact on AEW in a championship versus championship unification match against Mercedes Martinez. It's been a long time coming. I feel like any interview I've done, it's always like, when are you going to be on AEW, or who's your dream match in AEW? The internet really rallied behind me versus Britt. So I think we're getting closer to seeing women being integrated into this forbidden door more and more. But I'm just happy to kind of be the first to do it.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool because like when I saw the announcement last night, I was like, wow, I'm like, way to go. And then when Ross messaged me this morning, you want Deonna? I was like, oh yes, she me, my favorite Jersey girl. Can discuss that. I just, you mentioned before about, the posting on social media and having a personal life. Obviously professional wrestlers, both male and female, value their time away. Not that you would ever turn down autographs. Someone came up to you and asked you for anything, but what do you do on your time off? What do you like to do for fun? Do you have, obviously wrestling is your craft and it's your profession. Do you have any other passions or hobbies?
I do. I'm in college right now. I have about a year left till I get my bachelor's degree for history. So when I am home, it's more like, okay, I have papers to write and discussions to get in and things like that for my school. But Steve and I have 2 dogs. I'm sorry, we have 3 dogs. Wow, haven't said that in the new year since we got little Oliver. We have 3 dogs, so we love to just like take them on walks and go to the park and just be like, normal people that aren't wrestlers.
What kind of dogs?
Honey is a hound, we think. Fitzgerald is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix. And then Oliver, our newest, he'll be a year in September, and he's a mini dachshund.
That's awesome. We have a Cavapoo, so he's
Uh,
like he's like he's a little Muppet. We call him our little Muppet. And
yours?
Yeah. When we get off, I'll send you over a picture of him. He's absolutely adorable.
Oh.
And it's funny too because there's not a lot of people in this business who don't have like a plan for after the business until they're sort of in it. So it sounds like is the end game with history? Do you want to teach when this is done, or is that the next step?
Yes, I think that the end game probably is teaching. I had some great history teachers growing up. I feel like history is something you either really love or you really hate, and you need a really good teacher to make you love it. And I was fortunate enough to have that. But yeah, I think it might be teaching. I was a teacher pre-wrestling becoming my full-time thing. So I think the end game is teaching for me.
Cool. And last question for you, because I know you're on a schedule today. Let's talk about the fact that Impact Wrestling is heading out to Cincinnati.
Yes.
Do you have days of being out there? What are you looking forward to the most? Impact Wrestling doing the tapings out there.
You know what? I'm excited because we haven't been here since I've been with Impact. I don't know the last time they were in this area. So it's exciting for me because I'm kind of, as long as I've been here, the places we go are the first time I've been to these places with Impact Wrestling. So I'm just excited to see the fans here in the Cincinnati area. I'm excited for who might show up to Impact because I think that is always exciting for our shows, whether it be AAA people or New Japan people. There's always someone new popping up. So I'm excited.
Cool. Deonaa Purrazzo, thank you very much. Hold on one second.